Hey, what's up everybody, it's Low Float, and today I wanted to make a video voicing my opinion about aggressive shorting in the stock market. And before I talk about aggressive shorting, I want to talk about normal shorting. So when you're shorting a company, let's say AMC. So when you're shorting a company, let's say you take a short out at $20. So you're betting against the company for, it could be many reasons. Let's say you think it's overvalued. So let's say you think AMC is overvalued at $20 and it takes a drop to about 31%. So you would make 31% on your investment. That's what shorting is. You're betting against a stock. And honestly, I think that's fair. I think there's companies that deserve to be shorted. And I think shorting is a very healthy business practice. And yeah, I have nothing against shorting. But what I do have a problem with is aggressive shorting and shorting a company into bankruptcy. And we have seen this over the years, and we almost saw it with AMC and GameStop, because these companies were you have to take into account that these hedge funds took out positions during a global pandemic. And of course, a movie theater and a retail game store would not be doing too hot during a global pandemic. Like, these companies are great when times are normal and there's nothing wrong with the world. But of course, they would take quite the hit during a pandemic. People aren't out, people are inside. So what these hedge funds did is they took out short positions on AMC and GameStop with the sole purpose to run them into the ground, right? And I just think there's a huge difference between shorting a company if you truly believe it's overvalued and maybe knocking it down like 20%, taking some profits, but there's definitely a difference shorting it into bankruptcy. And that's a home run for these guys, because when you short it into bankruptcy, you make so much money with that. And it truly is a home run, because they don't have to pay anyone back. And especially if there's naked shorting on that is, especially with naked shorting, you make so much money. And yeah, so they started their position around $10 and they almost got it down. They got it down to $2 and whatnot, but then the apes rolled up and they started fucking up the hedge funds, and now we're up to $59. But I just think it's such an evil business practice, because if you look up how many people does AMC employ? I can't type. What am I doing? Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Okay. So they employ around 22,000 people, right? How many people does GameStop employ? How many people does did I see it? GameStop employ? They employ around 12,000 people, right? So there is going to be around 34,000 people who lost their jobs because a hedge fund shorted their companies into bankruptcy during a global pandemic, when unemployment was at a very, very high. It was all-time highs. Like, there was a lot of people not working, and an extra 34,000 people would have lost their job simply because hedge funds wanted to make some money, wanted to make some serious money. And I think that's very evil, and I think that's just like, in the stock market, I mean, I get it, but also, you got that's a lot of people who just got, they would have just not been lucky and their company would have been shorted. Same thing with Toys R Us a few years back. I mean, it was a failing business and everything, but it would have been God, excuse me. Same thing with Toys R Us. It was a failing business and everything, but it would have probably been around for a little bit longer, but it got shorted into bankruptcy. And the same thing would have happened with AMC and GameStop if the apes didn't step in and everything. So yeah, that's just my 2 cents on shorting normally, and then aggressively shorting, especially shorting those companies into the ground. And yeah, that's just my 2 cents on it. If you have an opinion on it, and you leave it in the comments, I'd love to hear what you have to say. But that's it for today. If you like this video, please make sure to like and subscribe. It would mean a lot to me. And yeah, have a great day, everybody. Take care.